Hello everyone, welcome to Simple Crochet channel. I'm so glad to be with you in this video. In this video we are going to introduce square 13 for our crochet along project, and we are going to introduce the basket wave stitch in two variation. This one here which has 3 units and the natural one or the normal basket wave. I am going to explain this stitch in the video and going to show you how to do this pattern or this square, because I've done 2 squares because I like my squares to be in units as other squares that I have done. So let's start. As you can see, I am going to introduce this stitch with 2 different variations. I'm going to introduce this variation and going to explain how you are going to make this variation with 2 units of this stitch. Now you can use this beautiful stitch to make very beautiful objects out of it, and I'm going to leave you some of the pictures that you can use this stitch for coats, sweaters, and even shawls and scarves. A lot of things you can use this stitch for. Now, as always, we are going to introduce our chart and do the stitch with you. I am going to start chaining the number of the stitches that I want, but if you want to make my version of the basket wave stitch, I am going to repeat multiple of 5 plus 2, meaning that I do here the unit of my basket is 3 stitches of front post, then 2 stitches of back post, so it makes 5 stitches. So I'm going to do 5, 5, 5 and 5 and repeat until I reach the length that I want. Then I'm going to add 2 stitches, 1 for each side to end my row, and of course it's minus the 1 stitch for the height that I'm always using in my squares. So I'm going to chain multiple of 5 plus 2, then chain 1 for the height and work the first row of half double crochet all along, then chain 1, then start my stitch. So I'm going to start all the time with 1 half double crochet and end with 1 half double crochet. I'm going to work 3 double crochet front post, then 2 double crochet back post. As you can see, this symbol here is just done from there, and just it's around the stitch from the back, so it pops up to the front. But in this, I am going to work around the front, so it will pop at the back. And of course I'm going to show you. I have here a sample of 17 stitches. That's 3 multiple of 5 plus 2. Now I started working with half double crochet all along the stitches. Now I'm going to do chain 1 for the height, then turn my work. Of course I'm going to mark this stitch in order not to insert my hook in it anymore. Then I'm going to start my row with half double crochet like this. All the time I'm going to start my rows with half double crochet. Now I am going to work 3 front post double crochet because I want my stitch to match the height for my next row like this. I'm going to skip this stitch here and work around this stitch from the front like this. I'm going to insert it from the front and pull it from the back like this. Just hold your yarn with these two fingers and just yarn over. You have 3 loops like this. You are going to yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So you have 1 front post double crochet. You are going to repeat these 2 times. Another one in the next one. And another one. So I will have here, this is the first half double crochet, then 3 front posts here. Then I am going to do 2 stitches of back post in the next 2 stitches. And this is the way you do back post. You are going to yarn over and you are going to insert your hook from the back here and to the front like this. You are going to insert it in this hole here from the back, and then you are going to again insert it in the next hole here like this, and just turn your work and pull the yarn like this. So you will have 3 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Then you can just adjust your work. So you have done back post double crochet or double crochet back post. Again, I am going to repeat this stitch because this is the new stitch we are going to deal with in this video. Yarn over. From the back, hold your yarn like this with your finger, and from the back insert your hook in this hole, and in the next hole that you will find, insert it. Turn your work like this and just pull through. You have 3 loops. Yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, and just stretch your work and adjust it like this. So you have 3 stitches of front post double crochet and 2 stitches of front post double crochet. Now I'm going to repeat this unit 3 and 2, 3 and 2, 3 and 2. I am going to yarn over and find the next stitch and do a front post double crochet, of course. Another one and another one. And I know it's easy for you to do this stitch because we used this front post double crochet in the previous square and in other squares as well. Now I am going to do 2 stitches of back post. This is how I do it. Yarn over, and I'm going to insert the hook from the back in this hole and around the stitch from this hole. Then I am going to turn like this and just yarn over. This is the easiest way to do the back post. And then like this. Again, you are going to yarn over, insert the hook from the back in this hole around the stitch and from this, and then yarn over and pull through. You have 3 loops and do double crochet back post like this. So you will have 3 front post, 2 back post. Then I'm going to repeat other 3 front post like this. 1, 2 and 3. Now I'm going to do 2 back post like this. Yarn over, insert the hook from the back in this hole around the stitch and just pull through this stitch like this. Again, in this from the back around this one, and just turn your work like this and just pull the yarn, then do double crochet. So you are left with one last half double crochet. So I'm going to skip these 2 stitches here and just do one half double crochet in the last stitch. And of course it's not going to be the stitch for the height, it's going to be the last stitch here. Whenever you do 3 stitches or 2 front post or back post, you are going to skip the stitches that equal them in the line that we did. And this is what you should have. This is the first row of the basket weave stitch. I am going to do the next row, chain 1, turn your work, and I'm going to start with 1 half double crochet in the first stitch. All the time start with 1 half double crochet. Now here is a trick about this stitch. When I turn in my work, I find that I have here 2 stitches which bob in the front and 3 stitches that bob at the back, the opposite of the row that I have already done. So what I'm going to do is just yarn over and work 2 front posts in these 2 stitches like this. I'm going to insert it around the stitch and then work double crochet, and another one in the next one beside it. So I have here this long row of front post. Then I'm going to do 3 back posts in the 3 next stitches like this, yarn over, and just insert the hook from the back in this hole and from this hole, and just turn and pull. So you have 3 loops, yarn over and do regular double crochet. Again, I'm going to yarn over, insert the hook, and you can just turn your work like this in order to see this stitch here, and just do double crochet. Another one. So you have 3 back posts. Then you are going to do 2 front posts in the 2 front posts here. 1 and 2. Then you reach these 3 stitches which look like the back post, so I'm going to do the back post in them like this. 1, 2 and 3. Then I reach these here, so I'm going to do 2 front post. Then I reach the 3 stitches where I'm going to do back post like this. Like this. Then I am going to all the time end my row with 1 half double crochet at the end, and in order not to miss any stitches, just count 3 stitches, then do 1 half double crochet in the last one here. And I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, and this is what I have. This is the pattern. 3 front post, 2 back post, 3 front post, 2 back post, and so on. Now these are the 2 rows that I am going to repeat all along the stitches, but I am going to alternate between row 3 and 4 like this. I have finished my first unit of the basket weave, so I need these 3 stitches to be back post and these 2 stitches to be front post. So I am going to start with 1/2 double crochet. Then I am going to work 3 double crochet back post, because this is my basket and I want my basket to be at this length. Of course you can work this basket or this front post longer than this height, but I like this 2 row height. Now I'm going to insert the hook from the back around it and just pull the yarn. You have 3 loops and do 1 double crochet, sorry. Again from the back around the front and just do 1 back double crochet. Again from the back around the front and do 1 double crochet. This is what you should have, and just pull your stitches like this. Then I reach here the 2 back, so I'm going to do 2 front post. 1, 2. Then I'm going to do 3 back posts. Then I am going to work 2 front posts. So basically after 2 rows of front post and back post, you just alternate the back post and the front post. Then 3 back posts, then the last 2 front posts. 1, and always end with 1/2 double crochet in the last stitch. This. So you are going to chain 1 and turn, and now you are going to start with 1/2 double crochet in the first stitch. Then you have these 2 stitches that I have done front post in the previous row, but I am going to work it 2 back posts like this, just to reach the size or the height that I want. Then I am going to work 3 front posts. Just keep in mind that you alternate between the back and the front. Then I have here, so I'm going to work the back post. 1, 2. Then I have here the front. Then 1 and 2. So just remember, it's 2 rows repetition. After each 2 rows, you just alternate what you have done, and so on and so forth until you reach the size that you want. I have here front post, so I'm going to work front post. 1, 2 and 3. I reached the end, so I will end my row with 1/2 double crochet in the last stitch here. Chain 1 and 2, and that's what you should have. I have done 4 rows, 2 rows and 2 other rows, and keep repeating this pattern. It will create these beautiful alternating basket or boxes or blocks of front post and back post like this. You will finally get this shape here. Keep repeating and you will reach this shape here, the alternating between the back post and the front post, back post, front post, and these are 2 rows. Then the other 2 rows you just alternate between the front post and the back post, and vice versa until you reach the size that you want and end your square. This is the normal way to do the basket weave, that you are going to do front post and back post. Of course you can repeat 3 stitches of front post and 3 stitches of back post, but I want my square to be 26 chains, so I alternate between 3 and 2 to have the size that I need. In another version of this stitch, this square here, I will explain what I have done. I started with chaining 26 chains, then do 1 row of half double crochet, then work it like this: 2 front post, 2 back post, 2 front post, 2 back post, 2 front post, 2 back post, until I reached the end of my row. And of course I started with 1 half double crochet and end with 1 half double crochet. Then I chain 1 and return, and did the alternation between the front post and the back post. So whenever I have done my back post here, I have done my front post, back post, front post, back post, front post, back post, front post, until I reach the end of my row and end with 1 half double crochet. Then I worked 1 row of half double crochet slip stitch that I introduced in the second square, then 1 row of single crochet, then 1 row of half double slip stitch. Then start doing my basket weave of 3 2 3 2. Then I repeat these 2 rows 1 2 3 3 times, so equals 6 rows. Then I did 1 row of half double slip stitch, 1 row of single crochet, 1 row of half double slip stitch, then did 2 rows of 2 front post, 2 back post, as I have done here at the beginning. So I reach this pattern as you can see. So either you are going to do this shape or the shape, you are free to choose any one of them. This is the chart for this shape. I am going to leave the written pattern for the normal basket weave, and I'm going to draw you a chart for this pattern and leave it on the Facebook group in case anyone wants to do this version. Now I know this is a little bit hard and confusing stitch, but just I hope you find it clear and easy enough to do. I am ready to answer all your questions and help you whenever you want. Just leave a comment and I will be more than glad to answer your comments. I hope you like the stitch and like the square for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in another video with another stitch.